Matt, I've been dying to ask you. So I saw on Zane's stories you got the LASIK surgery.
Yes, I did. I finally got it. And it was...
How was the procedure? Like, was it what you expected? How did it go?
Yeah, it was what I expected. I heard that it was painless. I heard that it was really quick, and I heard that it's a really quick recovery time. So there's like different types of LASIK. There's like bladeless LASIK, there's bladed LASIK, then there's like another type of LASIK where they basically open up your eye and put in your contact lens.
Oh, no.
Shut it and then like sew it up, and so you have a contact lens basically
Why would you want to
embedded
do that
in that.
one?
And then there's another one called Smile, which is for like UFC fighters or athletes, like people who are more prone to having a lot of interactions with their face.
Man.
I decided to do the bladed one because it was cheaper or the cheapest.
Nothing like getting a bargain deal on your eye surgery.
The things I would never want to go to like the cheap route when it comes to my eyes. Like I would want to pay top dollar.
Yep.
Just so, because you know you pay for cheap, you get cheap.
Right, that's
It's
some
like,
shit you want to go name brand.
Well, this
Yeah.
guy was #1 on Yelp, so I trusted him.
I understand that, but like the cheapest, like, so explain to me what the cheapest route is for you. Like what did you not get by doing the cheap route?
By having a bladed operation instead of a bladeless one.
bladeless would be just zapping over top of your...
They're able to like get into your eye without actually cutting it. And so what happens when you get LASIK is they have this little tiny like deli slicer type thing. They put it on your eye. They do the whole like Clockwork Orange.
Are you watching
like,
this happen?
Zane
Like,
watched
Yeah,
the whole
I watched it.
thing
I mean,
happen.
it was like the Clockwork Orange. I saw your eye open. There was like this scanner thing that went over your eyes. I'm guessing that's the blades.
That was the blade. So they like kind of like suction on your eye and they
my
slide it over and that
gosh.
cuts like a tiny little flap and they take that off and then open up the flap
I
with
saw
like
them open it up. It was
tweezers.
fucking nuts.
what?
And then they zap a whole bunch of light into your eye and are able to settle out your cornea and your retina to where you don't have the I don't know, the
spot things.
just the vision, your clarity is just completely back to
Wow.
normal. The freaky thing is like first thing I was scared was like an earthquake was going to happen. like right when I was under like getting cut, that like it was going to shake
We
around.
can't stop the machine.
You've seen Final Destination. What was it?
Yes,
5, right? There's a
yes.
scene. Well, it's good. I'm telling you now because you already did it. But there's a scene in the movie where she's getting she's getting LASIK, and she did the laser one, not the blade one. And there's like the drink got into the machine or something. Something happened where it got wet and the temperature started going up.
It was burning
and the
her.
laser ended up burning. It was burning her eyeball, and she couldn't move. She was just like, ah! And then
God!
It was bad, but like I can tell you that now because you got it already.
Yeah,
but
I'm glad I
it was like it was
Are
a
you
crazy
knocked
scene.
out?
No. Well, they give you a little Valium before you go in.
Because if I see something coming like that, would freak me out.
The worst thing was it's not them messing up, but thinking I messed up because you're supposed to
Right, you can't,
stare
like, look
up
away.
at this green light and just stare at it. But there's a moment for like 2 or 3 seconds where it goes dark. And your eye, you want to keep it still, but you want to like
You don't know
figure out
where
where
still
is
it-
the
right.
center of your eye.
I don't think I could trust
And,
myself.
and Matt kept saying that he felt like he kept fucking up because he would look somewhere else. But when I was watching the screen, he would look while the procedure was happening. And then as soon as the blade went over, then his eye would move. So I think the way they set it up is that like if you do end up moving, it just happens
cuts
as
it
soon
off.
as they get what they
How
need to get
long
done.
is the procedure?
It took what 15 minutes.
Oh, that's
from
it?
from the time
Guys, it
I
was
laid
so
down
fucking
on,
quick.
from the time I
Oh
laid
my
down on
gosh.
from the time I laid down on the table and got up, that was 15 minutes. But the moment of like the cutting and that was 4 minutes. And
I'm like picturing, the video where they like they sew the grape skin back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm
That's-
picturing. Like
that's
your
what-
eye
Oh,
just being like.
even I was able to get up and like blink and move around. That still made no sense in my head because I was like, how did you just cut into my eye and how is that flap
like,
not
how does your eye
opening
look
up?
normal? Like normal
Well,
right now.
your eye is apparently like your fastest healing organ out of anything. Your eye, if it has a tear or a cut, it heals the fastest. And by the time I like got up and I looked around, I realized I didn't have my glasses on, didn't have my contacts in, and I could already see so much clearer.
So your 2020,
Oh,
like
my
your vision
gosh.
is perfect.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
this permanent?
It wears off after time.
Like probably when I'm a dad, I will maybe need to have some glasses to see my kid's ballet recital.
Oh, you
like
poor
He's so specific.
that's I think
Not
actually,
read the newspaper.
I'd claim that you're blind again. once that shit up.
But could you now go get it touch up?
I think so, but he said, nothing lasts forever, and your eyes do get old, so don't expect that you may need readers and that. But the thing is that you don't need your contacts or glasses anymore, and
I want to do it.
I say go for it. It was the best money I ever spent. Truly.
I want to do it.
Who sat there and came up with this idea? Like how are they able to just go
was
into your
the
eye
dummy?
and just
Who was the guinea pig?
and just
Somebody had to have been the first.
Yeah, who
And
volunteered?
it probably did not
My
go well.
my uncle got LASIK, I think 20-something years ago. And I'm like, that's got to be a big difference in technology from then.
When I went to the doctor and he was explaining it to me, he goes, now, obviously, anytime they're going to say now is the best time to get LASIK with the technology that they
Right.
have. But he goes, the progress that they've made over the past 10 years, like a lot of people who got LASIK a long time ago, like suffer severe dryness
he
and
lost his
irritation.
sight again.
Oh, yeah. But he said, this is the most reliable.
That's crazy.
It feels like I live in like a Harry Potter world and somebody just like cast a spell and was like bippity boppity boo. Now you can see again.
I can't
Is it
believe that.
weird? Like, are you like waking up in the morning being like, I gotta put my contacts? Wait, I gotta take them out.
I
at
feel like
night?
that when I go to bed because I can see so clearly and I'm not used to that. I can see the TV and I don't have my glasses on. The biggest things I'm dealing with right now, and these are normal symptoms, are dryness and light sensitivity. So
How are these right now? You okay?
This isn't bad because the light we have is like a bunch of like dots and it's very pixelated, but at night every light source has like a halo around it. It almost
okay.
feels like I'm like tripping out on like some drug.
Interesting.
But
Is that gonna clear up? Like,
yes, they told me that that these like for the first week you have this weird
That's
light
so
sensitivity.
crazy.
recovery time is much faster than I thought, honestly. Like for something like your eye, like I just feel like everything would be so blinding for such a long
Yeah, like,
time.
it's
Once
your
I'm just thinking about when you
eyeball.
get them like dilated, you got to wear those like the roll out glasses where you got to
Yeah.
like strap them on.
yeah.
And the woman, when I went in the next day after, she said, we can hardly tell that we even did the procedure because your eyes have healed so well. So
Wow. Of course.
I don't wanna
Of
brag.
course, his heal quicker than everybody else.
Right.
The fact that you're able to get it in 15 minutes and like how much did it cost for you to get it?
it was $13.50 an eye, and that's a Corona special.
Is
wear my
it
glasses.
expensive?
Did
Because
you
to
say
me,
a cornea special?
A Corona special. a cornea Corona special.
to me, that seems cheap for to get perfect vision
It's-
again. I feel
right,
like everybody
yeah.
should save up for that instead of going to Coachella.
I think about
save up
Get some
and
new
fix your
eyes.
what
Exactly.
I spend on glasses. Glasses are like $500,
Dude,
or
just-
even contacts are.
I get the 2 for $99.
You 1-800 contacts.
She got that good insurance.
Yeah.
The moment I realized I wanted to get it was after I bought my yearly pack of contacts, and I spent $300.
It's a lot.
And,
How much
and
are yours?
And I did the math in my head, and I thought, if I spend this much for the rest of my life, it's going to add up to what I could get for LASIK. So right now, I spent $300 on contacts that I don't need, that I need to pick up. But
Send them bitches this way.
Yeah, what's your numbers?
negative 375.
Ooh.
I'm 375 in one eye. I'm 425 in the other.
Okay, so you can just use half of.
I'm 100. I'm 100 on each.
She only wears one contact.
I remember one time I got blue contacts. Well, I already have blue eyes, but I had blue enhancing ones when I was in high school, and I
That
thought I was
bitch.
so cool. But the person
Matt.
who gave it to me gave me the wrong shape of my eye, so they were a little big. So if I moved my eyes
would
really
fall
fast,
out?
you would see this like blue part slip over, and
So
I'll never forget this
embarrassing.
girl, Maddie Yance, was like.
Oh, call her out.
She was like, you got blue colored contacts? And I was like, how did you know? She goes, I could see like
It's
this blue
slipping?
part drifting in your eye. And I got so embarrassed, and everybody was talking about it.
After wearing those contacts for the Dark Knight costume that I did for a YouTube video, I don't know how people do it.
Well, like my contacts aren't as bad as those. Like those are like really hard, like
They're thick.
costume contacts.
Yeah, they're thick. Normal contacts are super thin and you don't feel them.
I wonder if the LASIK will fix macular degeneration.
Do you have macular degeneration?
It's in my family. My grandparents have it.
What is that?
My grandpa. The only way I can like describe it, the way he sees, like he has no sight in the middle of his eye. He only has like a peripheral. So imagine if like looking at you, I can't see you, but I could see like kind of what this looks like over in this area.
I feel like a lot of animals see like that. Don't sharks see like that, where they see everywhere but the middle, like but the center? That's
Oh,
why, like,
I
when
think that's because they got their big nose.
Probably because their eyes are on the side.
Yeah, sharks have macular degeneration. No, but it's a really weird thing. But he still rides his motorcycle like he
Oh.
legally blind, but he out there.
he's driving like it.
He said, "Wow, hogs."
You know, contacts used to be like
Glass.
basically like glass.
Yes,
my
my
mom
grandma.
had. She said her contacts now they're like silicone jelly, but it used to be like a
People
hard
are
piece
sticking
of
like a
plastic.
monocle in their like underneath their.
Yeah.
Imagine just being pissed at someone and just going like right on their fucking face. Like, would that shatter? Like, what kind of glass was it? Like that.
I don't
like
know.
very-
My grandma just said glass. She was like, my contacts were glass. I was like, huh?
What? It makes no sense.